What's up everybody, Repel here, and we have yet another Model Team Wi-Fi battle today. Today I'm going to be using a Model Grass type team, and this is actually my very first time and my very first battle using a Mono team that is a Grass type. So today we're up against Sakura, and I'm just going to jump right onto it. Hope you guys are all enjoying these Mono Team Wi-Fi battles, because I certainly am. I'm gonna lead off with my Choice Scarf Rotom. It is pretty much, well, the fastest thing in my team, and coincidentally, my opponent will lead off with the Salazzle, which honestly, like, my whole team is weak to Salazzle. Not only is Salazzle a fire type, but it's also a poison type, so I gotta be really careful with my switches. And he can do anything to me, you know? He can go for a poison move, he can go for fire move, or in this case, my opponent will actually go straight up for the nasty plot. And honestly, that's like the only way you should play Salazzle. You know, you should always just have a nasty plot. Now I'm really fearing a poison move because obviously Exeggutor is weak to poison, but he's actually not weak to fire. So I thought he might actually go for a poison move, but my opponent intelligently just goes for a Dragon Pulse because that actually will still hit my Kartana. Thankfully, I'm actually just slightly faster than it. Probably because this Salazzle is probably like a modest nature or something. So I do actually revenge kill it, and I do grab that Beast Boost, which is amazing, but it's also thanks to my Life Orb. I'm sitting at really low HP. Anyway, I'm gonna go into my Lycan, or my opponent's gonna go in Lycanroc, and when I see Lycanroc after the Beast Boost Kartana, I'm only thinking that this guy is probably Choice Scarfed, or maybe he is holding a Sucker Punch. I'm not really sure. He went for a Brick Break, so he could still be Choice Scarf. Like, I really don't know, because it takes a lot of courage to send out a Lycanroc after I just showed that I have Smart Strike on my Kartana. But turns out my opponent actually doesn't have Choice Scarf, so I was like, wow, I probably could have actually just stayed in with Kartana and finished off the Lycanroc and maybe get a second Beast Boost. But that's okay. I'm just gonna go for my Stealth Rocks, you know, grab as much HP as possible. And actually I can do either a Gyro Ball or Pyro Whip. And I'm actually just gonna do a Gyro Ball because it's a little bit more accurate, it's a little bit more reliable. And not to mention the Iron Barbs should actually take him, you know, pretty close. So I'm gonna go for a Gyro Ball, and actually he still lives with like a sliver of HP. It's very sad. I wish I actually just went for the Stealth Rocks. Or I'm sorry, I should have went for a Power Whip. But my opponent actually switches out, but I'm just like, well, you know, I do have Stealth Rock, so I'm not really sure why she would switch out. But hey, she can do whatever she wants, and she actually brings out yet another Pokemon that is weak to Grass. It's very surprising. I'm not really sure what is going on. But she actually does get that stamina, so with that stamina, pretty sure this Mudsdale can actually live a Power Whip coming from Ferrothorn. And not to mention, these things usually carry like some sort of fighting moves. So I want to preserve my Ferrothorn. Expecting a fighting move, I'm actually going to go Tapu Bulu. It's my first time actually using Tapu Bulu. I know that Sun and Moon has been out for a while now, but to be honest, there's just so many Pokemon. You know, you got so many like Tapus, you got Ultra Bees, and then you got just the whole new Pokedex, and on top of that, you also have the Alola forms. So there's just so many Pokemon that I have yet to try. But I'm just gonna go for my Choice Banded. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for my Choice Banded Wood Hammer with the grassy terrain. Like, I don't think anything could have lived it. And naturally, neither will this fairy and water Pokemon starter that I forgot its name. Primarina. There you go. With grassy terrain, I do heal up some HP, which is actually really good, simply because that recoil damage is going to hurt a lot. Now, I actually might live one of his Psychics, but at the same time, there's also a chance that he actually might kill me. You know, if he's like Life Orbed, or even Choice Specs, he actually might kill me. So I'm actually going to go into, yeah, my Exeggutor. Takes it really well, but he does get a crit, and on top of the crit, he drops my special defense. That's like double luck right there, guys. Like, you don't understand how lucky my opponent is to grab a critical and also drop my special defense with that Psychic. Don't think I can live that well, simply because I did have my special defense drop, so Yeah, I'm gonna go into Ferrothorn expecting another Psychic, but my opponent goes for Brick Break now. I'm like, what? It's crazy. Like, I know Raichu's regular attack isn't too bad too. So, you know, this is definitely not uncommon to see like a mixed Raichu. But yeah, that's crazy, man. Like, I was just expecting him to just go for another Psychic, because I'm pretty sure if I were Exeggutor, I think I could live another Brick Break. Anyway, though, I know that despite that I'm weak to Brick Break, it won't do that much. So, I'm just gonna let him get hit by Iron Barbs, and I definitely can finish him off with a Power Whip. Love Power Whip's animation, and it looks even cooler behind grassy terrain. So yeah, Raichu is going down, and things aren't looking too bad here. Keep in mind though, my opponent still has that like Lycanroc that might actually die by switching into Stealth Rocks. My opponent now will go back into the Mudsdale, and like I said, I don't want to get hit by another fighting move. My Tapu Bulu is actually a little weak, so instead of going for Tapu Bulu, I'm going to go to Roserade, another Pokemon that can resist fighting. It's what I love about Mono Team. You know, despite that you are constricted to a single type, you can always just bring out, you know, different other Pokemon that has a dual typing. So I don't think he can do anything to me, and not to mention I'm pretty sure he's quite afraid of a grass move. I'm expecting him to switch, and finally we get to see the Lunaala. It's like absolutely terrifying. Like, these things are monstrous. Not only does Lunaala hit very hard, physically and specially, but they're actually surprisingly bulky too. I mean, that is why they are the Alola box art Pokemon legendary. So I thought, you know, he is asleep, so I figured let's just bring out my Sharkeisha and start setting up. Yes, actually, my Sharkeisha can actually start setting up. It's a curse set, and I'm going to show you guys why Alola Exeggutor works really well with Rest and Curse. Because Alola Exeggutor has the ability to gather fruits, thanks to Harvest ability. So pretty much, I have basically infinite supplies of Chesto Berries, so I can go for Rest infinitely. And it works really well with Curse and Rest. So I'm going to go for my first Curse, and that is just how incredibly bulky Alola Exeggutor is. It's actually surprisingly bulky. I mostly give its EVs to HP and Special Defense. So even after a Phantom Force, I'm probably going to live on Moongeist Beam. He goes for his signature attack, and it does quite a lot. However, I do have Rest, and I did harvest my Chesto Berry earlier, so yeah. Honestly, nothing is stopping me. I mean, maybe with Taunt, that's about it. However, Lunaala will never carry Taunt, just because Lunaala hits so damn hard. Turns out my opponent can also start setting up too. He can start setting up his own Cosmic Power, which is a little bit scary, but at the same time, you know, Curse is even scarier. I'm gonna go for like my second Curse now. It does actually take my opponent 3 hits to kill me. So in between those hits, I'm actually able to go for Curses and Rest, which is amazing, honestly. I'm not really sure why I don't really see this spread that often on Alola Exeggutor. Like, it just works really well. Simply because, you know, Alola Exeggutor is also, you know, pretty like strong in physical attack. I know that its special attack is pretty good too, but you know, it does have access to like Seed Bomb and Dragon Hammer, which are like some of the best physical moves out there. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep spamming Rest and Curses, honestly, because I want to actually start sweeping with my Exeggutor. And honestly, if I can wall this Lunaala, I can definitely wall like all of my other Pokemon, all of my other opponent's Pokemon. Because I believe my opponent only has the Lycanroc left and the Mudsdale left. So yeah, her hope is only Lunaala left. And let's just be honest, Alola Exeggutor is too big of a beast to care about any kind of Alola legendaries. I'm sorry. Like, look at this. I think I went for like 4 curses now, and I figure, you know what, I think it's enough. and it definitely is, because it's going to be a very easy to hit KO from here. So my opponent would just go for, you know, her Night Daze. However, that's just really not going to stop this extreme behemoth, aka Alola Exeggutor. So there you go, Alola Exeggutor versus Lunaala. And my opponent obviously has the Mudsdale left and Lycanroc, which will just naturally die to Stealth Rocks. And therefore she has to decide forfeit. It's unfortunate. I really want to see like Exeggutor sweep the remaining half of her team, but that's okay. Nonetheless, also a very fun battle. Thank you, Sakura. If you guys do enjoy this battle, please remember to leave a thumbs up, leave it for Exeggutor, and make sure to comment the question of the day. What is your favorite grass type Pokemon? Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.